Jets have 2 yards in the second half, and they average like -2 yards per drop back in the second half. And then, and their defense plays great. And then they asked Zach Wilson after the game, did the offense let the defense down? And the answer is, of course. And he instead, gets pissy, and like, no. Like, what do you mean, no? That is a pathological level of prima donnaism where you're still like, how dare you ask me that question? Well, you just gave the worst performance in NFL history. Can we acknowledge it? And I still don't really understand how Mac Jones was 23 for 27 for 246 yards. He had a statistically good game. He looked terrible. When I was watching that game, the 3-3 tie, I was like, where would these two quarterbacks go? Like, we were talking about the order of the 5 guys. Would they be undrafted free agents? Serious Johnny Manziel vibes from Zach Wilson, right?
Have I fallen into some trap that the college pipeline is so rich every single year that you just have to identify who the top 2 to 5 options are in any given year and land one of those guys? And there's some risk, a fair amount of risk, in fact, that, 2/3 of those guys will hit and the other third will flop. But still, even Baker Mayfield stinks. Sam Darnold stinks. Josh Rosen out of the league. Kenny Pickett, the only quarterback drafted anywhere near the top round, mixed results at best. And then that whole group from last year, maybe these college quarterbacks aren't as ready as we assumed they were because a couple of generational talents made the scene in the last decade. You can't roll with where the Jets are in the standings. You can't continue to roll with Zach Wilson, right? You got to make the switch to whoever, whether it's White or Flacco. How say you?
I'd go White Lotus. Remember that incredible performance against the Bengals last year? Mike White.